Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of This Week in Comics. This is episode 38.
What?
45 if you count the 7 we did last year. Who's counting? Who's counting? Pete is here with me, as he will be as many weeks as we can get him, because he's lovely, isn't he good?
That I am.
And it means I only have to talk about half as much stuff. So, for me, economical. 50%
Not
off.
even getting paid.
I don't think I am. Right, so let's look at the stuff that comes out this week, which is, September the, what's the date?
19th,
19th.
2018.
Let's
for those
do it.
watching in the future.
Which everyone will be. My first pick this week, and I'm sure this is no surprise to most people, is Batman Damned issue 1, and I am holding the Jim Lee variant, but there is also a Lee Bermejo variant if you
cover that up.
want the... Sorry, did you see something you didn't like? So this is part of DC's new Black Label, which means it's for mature readers, which does mean, indeed, that we do see Bruce Wayne's Battlewang.
Nice.
So, deal with that if you can. It's a beautiful book.
Dick Grayson was in it.
Oh, shots fired. It is an oversized format. It's beautiful. There's only 3 issues, and they're coming out every 2 to 3 months. So it's not like a huge commitment to get this series, but it is amazing. I highly recommend this to fans of Batman, especially people who got the White Knight series. And White Knight, as I'm sure you know, became part of the Black Label series. This is the first official launch of DC's Black Label series, if you don't count the White Knight preview from Batman Day last week, which had the stamp on it.
Technicalities.
Yeah. What have you got, Pete?
I've got Justice League, or is it Legion of Doom? Ooh.
It's Justice League.
It is Justice League.
It is Justice
Issue
League.
8, written by Scott Snyder, who I normally call Zack Snyder, because how many Snyders do you need involved in superhero things? 1.
And Scott's the one you want.
Scott is the one you want.
Scott is the one you want.
But yeah, Justice League's been very good. I've not read Justice League for many years now, but I jumped back on this because you recommended it to me. Other people recommended it to me, and it's good. Basically, if you enjoyed the Super Friends cartoon from the 70s, it's a more mature take on that. They're bringing the Legion of Doom into it. The Justice League got their Hall of Justice. It's a good team. It's a good creative team. It's a fun read. Get it on your standing order.
And they've got the little Darth Vader in a
Helmet
swamp
thing, yeah.
like Stewie
It's all
from
there.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
That's where the bad guys hang out.
And what have you got for us, Sid?
I've got the Return of Wolverine.
Oh, he's back.
Snicked. You're supposed to do the Morat's line. Would have been good, wouldn't
Sorry.
it? So, as you all know, Wolverine died a few years ago, but he got better, as he does. And we've had, 4 or 5 months of him being...
Almost back.
Yeah, it's like... Because there was 3 months, 3 months till he dies, and then he died.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's 4 months of hunting for him, and now he's back. And usually people are more excited about the lead up to the event than the event. I'm actually excited about the Return of Wolverine because I do like him as a character. I don't need his claws to glow, which is the new thing they do when he's...
Because they weren't deadly enough. Now they're on fire or something.
It's just got to hurt him,
Yeah.
really. Ow.
Good for cutting butter.
Yeah, Wolverine, the best he is at what he does, and what he does is slice butter.
That's right.
Because Adamantium couldn't go through butter
Not
before.
as well as when it was heated.
If you want to see if Wolverine makes anyone some toast, then try this issue. And maybe he does. Maybe he probably doesn't. Oh, I read this one.
Teen Titans, issue 22. Another title that I collected a lot in the past. Stopped getting it, and I came back on with this new team led by Damian Wayne, aka Robin, and Wallace West, version of the Flash.
Speedy.
No, that's someone else. That's not Arrowette, but Red Arrow.
No,
She's in it.
Speedy.
Oh, Speedy.
Like
yeah.
with Spy
Yeah.
D, which they haven't done.
They're not doing that.
Confusing things, aren't we?
But yeah, Teen Titans got a brand new team, a load of brand new characters, such as Crush, Lobo's daughter, who's already become a bit of a cult favourite, hasn't she?
Yep. Before she even appeared in anything,
Exactly.
people seem to like her.
But-
And it's written by Adam Glass as well, who I'm not that familiar with his work, but I've very much enjoyed this run. It's a proactive take on the Teen Titans.
It is. Yeah, good cast of characters. The last issue left us on a bit of a cliffhanger, the way it showed one of the members might have died. So get this one to see if he or she did.
Yeah, don't leave them in not dead, undead limbo.
Yeah, that's cruel.
Because then we'll have a 4-month hunting for them
Yeah.
to cross over, and then there'll be a big one shot.
And
And
they'll come back with a
just read it,
butter knife.
find out if they're dead or not.
Yeah,
I guess.
Teen Titans.
Go. New in this week is Burnouts issue 1 from Image. It's an interesting looking book. It's quite playful art. It kind of seems like Shaun of the Dead versus Aliens, but not in the attack the block kind of way. More of a, there's green versions of grey aliens and we're going to beat them up with baseball bats and stuff. Looks very good fun if you like that kind of playful, loose art style. Maybe if you're a fan of Scotty Young, this could be a good one for you. But yeah, looks interesting.
I am now going to do something I don't often do, and that's tell you about a book not from DC.
You read books that aren't DC?
I read Strangers in Paradise, 25, issue 6, by Terry Moore. I like all his stuff. We spoke about Motor Girl on the show just a few weeks ago, and Strangers in Paradise is where Terry Moore basically got his start. It's his self-created title. I was on hiatus. Well, it kind of wrapped up several years ago, and to celebrate the 25th anniversary of issue 1, he decided to bring it back for what I understand is 12 issues.
Ooh, so we're halfway.
Yeah. The trade of the first 6 is due out any time, and you don't have to have read the original Strangers in Paradise to enjoy this series, but it does help. But if you don't know what it's about, basically the original Strangers in Paradise started as a bit of a romantic comedy as such, and then it became a bit of a spy heist adventure type thing. And this series follows Katchu, one of the main characters, trying to track down someone from her past. I won't tell you anymore because it's very interesting. But yeah, if you've ever wondered about reading Strangers in Paradise but don't want to go back and read all the countless issues there are in the past, not a bad way to get to know the characters. And if you have read Strangers in Paradise or any of Terry Moore's books before, plenty of nods to his earlier work in this one.
Interesting. I have a question. Are the characters 25 years older in that than they were when they first appeared?
No.
So they haven't aged in real time?
They've aged a bit.
But not in...
No.
Okay, that's probably better.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they'd be...
Quite old.
Yeah, 50-year-olds in Paradise.
Not quite as good. And they're not strangers anymore.
Cocoon.
They know each other.
So just Paradise.
Yeah, and it's not really Paradise. It's some horrendous stuff's going on.
Oh, God. Olivia Twist, issue 1 from Dark Horse Comics. It's like Oliver Twist, but with a female.
That's the twist.
No, it's right there on the cover.
Ah.
Like, that would be on the last page.
Right.
If it went Oliver Twist and then you read it and then the very last page went
Took
Olivia.
a hat off and long hair came out. Oh my God, it's a girl.
The end. So the reason this gets a mention is because it's Karen Berger, who is the legendary editor of all the really good Vertigo books that everyone loves, like Sandman, Preacher, Transmet. She brought loads of British guys into the industry. And she's kind of doing that now over at Dark Horse Comics, and she's bringing in fresh talent into the comic world, which is brilliant. We need more of that. So you have to support these books, and that's why we have backed Olivia Twist issue 1. So give that a look.
Now, for my trade pick of the week, which is Justice League, No Justice, collecting the series Justice League, No Justice. Basically, I spoke earlier about Justice League and Teen Titans. Well, this book is what set it all off. It kind of set a new, not status quo, but a new kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, Sid?
Re-establishment of the DC universe.
That, yeah.
So what's interesting about this book, from my point of view, is like DC Metal sold horrifically well.
It did.
Justice League continues to be a great seller, especially those Jim Lee variant covers.
Yeah.
But the actual 4-issue weekly No Justice series didn't sell very well for us. So a lot of people missed it.
Yeah, it is a direct continuation of Metal.
So now's your
and like
chance.
I say, it does lead in to Justice League. So if you did miss it, give it a bash. It basically sets up the new teams, and you find out why what has happened to the Source Wall has happened in Justice League. So yeah, definitely worth reading, especially if you are reading Justice League and enjoyed Metal.
Highly recommended. Okay, so this is one I think you'd really like, Pete. This is Black Hammer, Volume 1, Secret Origins.
Okay.
It's basically a love letter to superhero comics. There's a hell of a lot of DC influence. One of the characters in this is just Martian Manhunter, but he's sort of a bit of a tree type guy. Still afraid of fire, obviously.
Yeah, it would be a tree.
So the idea is you had a superhero team and they were fighting essentially the Anti-Monitor in their version of Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Right.
And it all went wrong and the kind of universal collapse. And they got shunted through to a parallel universe, which is just full of normal muggles, no superheroes around. And they just live out their life on a farm as a weird family of former crime-fighting superheroes, and they're just trying to get by. So like I said, you've got the Martian Manhunter character, you've got a witchy woman character, you've got the old kind of 50s I will punch you in the face gentleman type character who's trying to hold the family together. Lots of weird stuff going on. It's written by Jeff Lemire, who has done no end of great stuff. I am on a bit of a Jeff Lemire kick at the minute with like Royal City and what was the other good one? The one I did, Sweet Tooth. Yeah, Jeff Lemire's doing loads of good stuff. This has come onto my radar because my awesome customers have repeatedly told me that I should read this, and we listen to our customers almost as much as we hope you listen to us. But yeah, I think you'd like this one, Pete. I know you'll all like it. I loved it. I'm looking forward to reading Volume 2 and 3.
It's on the list.
So there you go. So that's it for another week. Thank you for watching as always. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, tell us what you like and didn't like. If there's comics and graphic novels you think we should discuss that we haven't looked at on the show, please feel free to comment and maybe we'll do it or maybe we'll ignore you. We'll see.
If it's good or not.
Yeah, basically. And if we read it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of our thing now, isn't it? So yeah. But yeah, thank you for watching as always. We're here all week. The shop is open 7 days a week. That's it. Come and find us and get some awesome comics.
Catch on a flip-flop. Listen to some hip-hop. Try out some catchphrases.
Try some different ones next week.